I'm a firm believer that when you talk to people, and it doesn't matter whether it's other architects or it's landscapers or interior designers or comms people, everything, when you start reading about it or you start hearing about it, is far more interesting. And there's always crossovers between these areas. There's a book that I really love by Matthew Syed called Rebel Ideas, which talks exactly about this, about why it's so useful to reach beyond and look beyond what it is that you think is important. Look, it's particularly relevant given what's going on in the States at the moment and DEI. And it's the first story in it is how 9/11 happened. And it was because there were overwhelmingly in the CIA, it was male, white, frequently from the East and West coasts. They would say in their selection of people that there was no room for diversity. What that meant was that when Osama bin Laden stood in a tunic in a cave surrounded by goats, the reasons why all of those people in the CIA dismissed him as not serious was exactly the reason why having somebody of Islamic origin there that could say that he's, he looks like the Prophet Muhammad and that's what the Prophet Muhammad did. So the reasons why the CIA dismissed him is exactly the reason why it was such an effective thing to do at the outset. If the CIA had actually deliberately looked for those things, it would have really helped them. I know it's not architecture, but actually that idea that you can look at anything and have conversations with people beyond your own specialism, and that you're not going to learn something fascinating and it's going to allow you to reach further as a consequence of it, is to me completely improbable.